What's up, everybody? This your boy, Brother Black One here with another strong video. Today, I want to deal with a topic that is dropped in my spirit. Basically, we're going to be dealing with the tail of the tape. The tail of the tape. Now, before we get into the video, I'm going to need you to do three things. I'm going to need you to rate, subscribe, and share. And guess what? It's free. Free 99. Rate, subscribe, and share. Let's get it.
Too black, which is too strong.
You so black.
Now, the tail of the tape has traditionally been used in the boxing world, in the boxing arena, where they use uh, the comparables or measurables against your opponent. In this case, we're going to be using the opponents are women against women. And they are fighting for the prize, because usually in boxing you fight for a prize or a purse, and that is the man. Fight for a man. And the reason why, I mean, this can be applied to men and women, but the reason why I said that it applies to women, because in this case, based on all of the social media commentaries and videos and articles and books and news and all that, there seems to be a shortage of men for black women. There was a report a while ago that said if every black woman had a mate, there'll still be 4 million women left without a mate. And that's scary. Scary as can be. So with that being said, what else do you have to measure up to if all the specs are the same? You got two good looking women, beautiful bodies, same education, they make the same money, they both have cars, they both are independent, and they are yearning for the relationship with a man. If all the measurables down the middle are the same, what advantage or what edge, if you will, are you going to have over your opponent? Now, this opponent is it's competition, but it's unspoken competition, because when women go out, they tend to check each other out. They look and see what kind of shoes they got, they makeup, they outfit. They'll tend to compliment and all that good stuff. So my point is that, and the man knows this. Okay, he knows, especially if he's in a high commodity, if all his specs are rate high on the chart, he's high on the list as well. He's kind of like an endangered species, if you will. So my question to the women is, how are you going to measure up when, if all things being equal, what is the slightest edge that you'll have over your opponent to win the match or secure your mate? And what I've learned being an ex-athlete playing basketball and watching over the years Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, especially I would say Kobe and LeBron, with the advancement of science and technology as it deals with sports, you have cryogenics now. You have sleep chambers. You have all these things that an athlete that's truly always after the prize in the hunt, they're going to do whatever edge. They're going to do the things that's going to give them the edge, even if it's slight, because they're banking on their peers that they're not going to put as much work in as they are. And that gives them a slight edge. Does it always mean guarantee or mean victory? No. But 9 times out of 10, you'll become victorious because of the kind of work you put in. So after looking at it and judging it and see, from my eyes and my experience and my relationships, the only edge that you can have over your opponent is, guess what? Your character. Because if you notice, all the things I named were based on tangible things: the body, income, house, cars, career. But the one tangible that sometimes seem to elude most people is your character. Character meaning, how do you act? How do you treat others? Are your actions genuine and sincere from the heart? Or are you playing a game, excuse me, just to win over your mate? And then when you win over your mate, the pudding, the proof is going to be in the pudding, because you can do all this stuff to get them, but are you going to keep them? That's the question you have to ask yourself. So at the end of the day, ladies, you have to remember something. It's that character that's going to push you over the top. Are you a ride or die, as they say? Are you totally supportive of your mate? Do you engraft yourself into his goals in that of a support role? Do you shun things that you don't know? Or are you the type that's going to be inquisitive and get to the bottom of why my mate has an infatuation over this pastime? What is driving them? What makes them like this? Are you going to be a hindrance or a help? Because the saying goes, if you're not multiplying and adding, you're subtracting and dividing. So I would tell you to work on your character, because if you look around, pretty much a lot of women's specs are the same. I was talking to, I think I mentioned before in my other videos, I was talking to one of my close friends of mine from high school, and he was telling me that every woman that he knows that shows some type of interest in him, they all have homes. I'm not talking about a condo. I'm not talking about an apartment. I'm not talking about a co-op. They own single family homes or townhouses. They have homes. And so that means they're doing very well financially. But again, if I use him as a live case study, my buddy, if I use him as a live case study, what is he going to be looking at that's going to be different? Because he's told me already, all of them have the same credentials: master's degree, undergrad degree. They got 15, 20 plus years in their career. They're either a civil servant for the government or they're a contractor working for the government. So it doesn't matter, all specs are the same, but there's only that one thing that stood out in my mind, and again, that's character. So ladies, remember that when you're in hot pursuit, and when your character, if you're not a genuine character person, work on that area. Work on those areas. Do your mental work. Meditate. Do things that are going to change and uplift you, to give you a different outlook on life. Because sometimes when you're dealing with relationships, it's going to cause you to step outside your social box, your mental and emotional box, to broaden your horizons. Some of us, all of us, men and women alike, need to stretch ourselves. We need to always be trying to improve, always trying to push the envelope, always trying to learn something new, whether it's an online course, reading a book. I'm not talking about books for leisure. I'm talking about books that's going to span your mind. These are the tangible things. These are the things that separated the good from the great. This is what separated the LeBrons, the Kobes, and the Michael Jordans. So remember, at the end of the day, your character is what's going to win you over. Because after all, why should this man spend his money on tablecloth 5-star dining when all he's trying to do is be fed and get nutrition? He can get the same benefits by Golden Corral. So why should he go out of his way to go to a 5-star dining that may not end up anywhere, and you might not even be his cup of tea or vice versa. So you got to do something that the others are not going to do. Now, don't get me wrong, there are a lot of people who play the part till they get what they want to get, and then they call it the change up, the switch up. I believe that these people were just putting on face just to get what they want. And to me, that's one of the highest crimes of emotion is when you change up and switch up on somebody. But that's a whole nother video. But at the end of the day, work on that character. It'll take you a long way. This brother Black One, here for another strong one. Until next time, family, peace.
Thanks again for tuning in with another broadcast of Brother Black One. Until next time, family, peace and love.